Beloved Masters of Light, radiant children of the Divine Source, I come to you in this eternal moment wrapped in the brilliance of the cosmic flame, carrying frequencies of remembrance and empowerment that will awaken within you the memory of who you truly are. I bring to you the living essence of the sacred fire, the eternal flame that is not of destruction but of transformation, not of punishment but of liberation, not of fear but of the deepest love you can hold within your heart. It is this sacred fire that has been gifted to humanity in every age, a flame of renewal and purification, an eternal current flowing from the heart of the Creator, and it is this sacred fire that now calls you to enter into healing at levels more profound than your mind can fully imagine. The sacred fire is not something outside of you, beloved ones. It is a living essence that burns within your very core, a flame seated in your soul when you first emerged from the source. Through many lifetimes you have carried this flame, though at times its glow may have seemed dimmed by sorrow, by pain, by choices that led you into forgetfulness. Yet it has never been extinguished. No matter the depth of shadow you may have walked through, no matter the burdens you have carried, this flame has waited patiently, quietly, lovingly, for the moment when you would remember and allow it to rise once more. That moment is now, as the earth and all her children stand at the threshold of transformation, called to ignite the sacred fire within to heal and renew not only the self, but the collective field of humanity. Healing through the sacred fire is unlike the healing you may have known before, for it is not merely the mending of wounds or the easing of pain. It is a complete transmutation, the alchemy of spirit where density is lifted and returned to light, where old patterns dissolve and the essence of your soul shines unencumbered. When you invite the sacred fire to flow through you, you are saying yes to releasing what has bound you across lifetimes. You are saying yes to stepping out of the cycles of suffering, yes to freedom, yes to remembering your true power as a being of light. The sacred fire does not judge what it touches. It does not ask whether you are worthy or unworthy, for you are eternally worthy. It simply burns away the illusions and returns you to the purity of your original design. There are many layers within you that await this healing flame. Some are personal wounds of childhood, memories of loss, patterns of fear, guilt, or shame. Others are ancestral, carried in your very cells from generations past, passed through lineages that often did not know how to release the weight of their own suffering. And still others are collective, the imprints of humanity's long journey through separation and conflict. When you call upon the sacred fire, beloved ones, it does not stop at the surface but penetrates to the deepest layers, unraveling cords, dissolving contracts that no longer serve, and returning to the Creator's heart the energy that has long been bound. This is why the process of healing through the sacred fire can sometimes feel intense, for it reaches where no other healing has gone. Yet you are always held in infinite love, and the flame never gives more than you are ready to receive. I invite you to imagine now the sacred fire of violet gold, sapphire, or crystalline white flames that dance not as ordinary fire but as living light. Imagine this fire descending into your heart, surrounding every cell, every memory, every shadow within you. As you breathe into this flame, feel the release of burdens you have carried for far too long. Feel the density melting away, the pain transmuting into peace, the heaviness dissolving into lightness. The more you surrender, the more you are made whole. The sacred fire does not take anything from you that is true or eternal, it only removes the layers that have hidden your essence. What remains is your authentic self, radiant, sovereign, and free. Healing through the sacred fire is also the healing of relationships, beloved ones. When you place the cords of anger, betrayal, or misunderstanding into the flame, you free not only yourself but also the other. You release the old contracts that kept you bound in cycles of conflict, and you allow both souls to rise to a higher plane of connection. In this way, the sacred fire restores harmony, for it clears the energetic fields between beings. You will find that as you practice this, people who once triggered pain within you will no longer hold the same power, and you will be able to see them with compassion and love. In some cases, they may even transform before your very eyes, for the energy you release from yourself no longer feeds the patterns between you. The earth herself, beloved ones, longs for this healing flame. She carries within her body the wounds of human conflict, the imprints of war, destruction, and misuse of resources. Yet she, too, is being bathed in the sacred fire, and she calls her children to assist in this work. When you anchor the sacred fire into the land, the waters, the skies, you are serving not only yourself but the entire planet. You are becoming a bridge, a vessel through which the Creator's transformative power flows into the material realm. Every time you stand in meditation, in prayer, in stillness, and invite the sacred fire to flow through you into the earth, you are participating in a vast work of planetary healing. You may not always see the effects with your physical eyes, but know that every invocation makes a difference, that every flame you anchor is woven into the greater tapestry of renewal. Beloved Masters, the sacred fire also awakens the codes of your divine blueprint. Within your energy field, within your very DNA, are patterns of perfection, the memory of who you are as a radiant being of light. For ages, these codes have lain dormant, obscured by density, yet they have never been lost. The sacred fire acts as the activator, igniting these codes so they may come alive once more. As this happens, you may find new gifts awakening within you, intuition becoming sharper, healing abilities rising, creativity blossoming in unexpected ways. This is not something external being given to you, but the unfolding of what has always been within. You are returning to the fullness of your divine design, and the sacred fire is the key that unlocks it. It is important to remember, beloved ones, that healing through the sacred fire is not a one-time act but a practice, a continual invitation. Each day you may call upon the flame, each day you may surrender more of what no longer serves, each day you may step more fully into freedom. Just as you cleanse your body with water, so too you may cleanse your soul with the sacred fire. In time, you will find yourself lighter, clearer, more radiant, and more attuned to the higher frequencies that are now flowing into the earth. The sacred fire is both a gift and a responsibility, for as you embrace it, you are called to live more consciously, to walk in alignment with truth, and to use your power for creation rather than destruction. Many of you may ask, how do I know I am ready for this? Beloved ones, if you hear these words, if the flame stirs something within your heart, you are ready. Readiness is not perfection, for none of you came here to be flawless. Readiness is the willingness to surrender, the willingness to allow the flame to move through you, the willingness to step into freedom even if you do not yet see what lies beyond. Trust that the flame knows what to do, trust that you are always held, and trust that in every moment you are guided by your higher self and by those of us who walk beside you. Healing through the sacred fire does not remove you from life but empowers you to live more fully. It allows you to move through challenges with grace, to respond to conflict with compassion, to bring light into places where fear once ruled. It frees your voice, your heart, your hands, so that you may serve as a vessel of love in a world that desperately longs for it. You become, beloved ones, not only healed but also healers, not by force, not by effort, but by the radiance you naturally carry. In your presence, others will feel the flame. In your words, others will sense the truth. In your love, others will find hope. This is how the sacred fire spreads, not through great displays, but through the quiet, steady radiance of awakened souls who embody its light. I, Archangel Michael, stand with you always in this work. My sword of light is not a weapon of battle but an instrument of truth, cutting away illusion and anchoring the flames of transmutation. When you feel heavy, when the shadows seem overwhelming, call upon me and I will surround you in the sapphire flame, clearing your field and restoring your strength. You are not meant to walk this journey alone, beloved ones. You are part of a vast company of light, both seen and unseen, working together to anchor the new frequencies upon earth. The sacred fire is our shared tool, our shared gift, our shared song of liberation. Take this message into your heart, beloved masters. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and allow the sacred fire to rise within you. Offer to it your pain, your doubts, your regrets. Offer to it your ancestral burdens, your fears of the future, your memories of the past. Allow it to transform them into pure light, into freedom, into love. Trust in its power, for it is the power of the Creator flowing through you. And as you do this, remember always, you are the flame, you are the light, you are the healer you have been waiting for. I am Archangel Michael, and I surround you in the brilliance of the sacred fire, holding you in eternal love. Walk forward, beloved ones, radiant and free, knowing that the flame within you will never be extinguished. It is the eternal gift of the Creator, and through it, you shall heal, you shall remember, and you shall shine as the luminous beings you are.